Right, I meant to be saying something. Welcome to the room tour, sir. What I'm going to be doing is just showcasing my room before I change everything from the futon to all my desks. And possibly the setup as well, maybe. So this is the final room tour update for middle of 2021. It hasn't changed since around... Yeah, technically I was meant to film this in June, but now it's August, about to be September, and I've had like the boxes of other stuff that I meant to build chilling in my lounge room for the past couple weeks. So yeah, time to showcase how this room is. Okay, so number one, here is the door which I entered through. I'll put the floor plan like here, but essentially that's how big my room is. It's not that big, it's quite small actually. And so I decided to, or actually my mom advised me to hang out my shoes on here, just so that they're not in the way of many things. However, as you can tell, that the leather shoes have been kind of painting the wall-ish a bit, which is not the best, but it is what it is. I don't think that will change. Next I have all my books that I've read, and a lot of these are, some of these I have read fully, and then the rest I've read parts, but not all of it. Here up the bookshelf, got my journals and stuff on the left, all the books I've read at the top, all the books I've touched a bit, the printer, which I use quite often. Here are the books I use for tutoring as well as uni. Then I have the last part, which has like my old yearbooks, some paper, as well as like more of like old uni work and stuff, which is why it's a bit messy. And then we have the Muji stationery, which I used to sell, but not so much anymore, because number one, we're in lockdown and it doesn't really produce that much either. That's kind of ending soon, or it kind of has. I'm just getting rid of the last parts now. And yep, that concludes the shelf. Okay, next is my desk. This is where I study, program, play games, and I used to stream. So it has changed over time from when I used to have one monitor to two to now three, and now it even has an HD webcam. Or my mirrorless camera as a... And yep, there's a Kaneki figure there as well. And there is a Gundam coming soon. I just haven't got it yet. There's my massive mouse pad and then my custom keyboard. The video for it, the build, should be out soon. And then I'm pretty sure this is the G604. Yep, I prefer this mouse because it has the additional 6 buttons on the side. What else is here? I even have my Lenovo smart clock for Google Assistant. And then this mat is pretty much used in case I eat food, just so I don't dirty the mouse pad as much, although it is dirty still regardless. And my water bottle in the side. Here it is. Here's my chair. So this is a ergonomic chair. What happens is there's this gap in the middle which is meant to house your spine. And then I decided to just get this extra cushion, although the shape of this is also on this. I don't know how to describe it, but pretty much this just gives me elevation. It reminds me of like those booster seats that the kids have to wear, which is kind of fun. But I think it is good for my back and good for my posture as well, because I'm sitting in the same position. Yep, as you can see, cable management is not the best. I don't really focus too much on cables. I also have my... I don't know. This is my foot cushion that I use to ensure that I can like my feet touch something, just so I have a comfortable sitting experience. That concludes that. Oh no, it doesn't. Here is also my audio monitor. I use this to plug in my earphones. I dislike wearing headphones, so I like to use headphones, and these are like some Sennheiser ones from who knows what. And yep, all the audio is monitored and controlled by a voice meter. I forgot to say, but I do have a Blue Yeti microphone that I have attached to this blue Compass microphone stand. And I even have my drawing tablet, which I do not use for OSU. I use it to tutor, and so I would write the notes and stuff up on this. And it's quite old, I've had it for a while, and I do use it to take with me to libraries as well. Concludes the setup in that side. Now I have my PC. Did like a dedicated video for this. Actually, there's an unedited dedicated video for this, which will be out soon. Has a GIF on the side, which is pretty cool. And I also use this external hard drive bay to add additional storage, because this only has 500 gigabytes. Because I CVS getting smaller storage like M.2s or some 2.5-inch ones. There's that. Video should be uploaded soon, hopefully. Or whatever, like, it will come out sometime. Drawer. Not much has changed, just a bit more messy. But yeah, all the daily essentials that I have here. All the, like, kind of tech and, like, accessories, as well as stamps. And, like, lenses as well for cameras. Then we have all the stationery. Other tech, so, like, there's a Wi-Fi card, graphics card. A really old CPU somewhere, and like my other phone. Yeah, there's just quite a bit here. And then tissues, as well as like command strip, my screwdrivers, and that is the drawer section. Next we have my other table, which I use to build computers, or I sit down and study here sometimes. I just use it as a way to be away from screens, because sitting around 3 screens sometimes is quite a damaging experience for your eyes. Well, in a literal sense, but it's also sometimes you just want to sit away from that. And what is on my desk? Well, at the moment, we have my split keyboard that I'm in the works of building. And yeah, it's going to be wireless as well. So I'll probably showcase that eventually. We have 2 poles. One for my laptop, which... Oh. Oops. But what can happen here is I can basically stand my laptop on it and have it like shown here in case I want to study. And then this is another sort of top-down rig that I use to film these streams, as well as any top-down view shots. I haven't really used this in a long time. We have the life calendar up there as well, a light, the vision board, which I haven't updated since 2020. Other things. It is a bit messy. There is my Oculus Rift S headset. I have my Fitbit charger over there, and that's about it for this desk. That concludes that segment. Okay, I forgot what these are called, the clothes hanger. Yeah, so pretty much all the clothes beyond this point are probably gonna get sold, or like some of these are old like uniforms and like old sort of gifts that I've received. I think these ones I'm keeping, but the ones in between here are getting sold. I am planning to declutter soon, so I will probably reduce this to about maybe 40% of what's currently here, just to make way for the new bed as well as the desk. Yeah, I will have a clothes tour eventually, or wardrobe. As you can see, it is very much on a slant and it is kind of dying. I guess because there's too much weight on one side. It is not evenly distributed. It clearly is. I also have my bag, which I take with me to like uni, which I hang down there. The what's it called? Codet Seal Nile? No, not Nile. I forgot what this is called. I think it is the Nile. But yes, it's very nice. I like it a lot because of the color as well as the materials. But I don't think the shape will hold up for too long. Like file holder that I used to use, but now I don't, so I don't even know why it's there. And then we have this semi-smart weighing scale, which I use to check my weight every now and then and sync it to my computer or my phone. And yeah, that's pretty much that part. I have my bags as well. All my variety of tech bags, which I bought and said that I would review and compare, but I never actually did. So hopefully I do that soon before I get rid of some of them. I don't even know if you can see it properly. The other corner of my room, there are a whole bunch of these lights which I use for the backgrounds of my TikToks, as well as just backgrounds of some videos. But there's the tripod, there's that light, the clothes. Yep, the accountability mirror, which these have not been updated since 2020. These have been here since about 2018, 2019. Same with these two, have been here since like 2018. Just these 3 have changed, which, I mean, now that I think about it, I have gotten some of those, but not really on. Oh, yeah, it's quite a different. I mean, I did achieve some, but we'll look into that in a different video. Here's the wardrobe where I keep like the suits, shipping containers, shipping packages, other clothes like shirts, underwear, socks, etc. And that's kind of storage up there, which I probably need to change, but we don't have to talk about that too much. And the posters. See, I am a closet weeb, and I like the like color palette of like the purpley, so that's why I kept these 2 out of the posters I've earned since like 2016. Yeah, I used to earn like a whole wall of posters. I think that almost concludes it. Yes. where I sleep. Well, this is going to say goodbye as I've decided to get a bed. Actually, yeah, I bought one recently with friends at IKEA. And yeah, so my room will change. I slept on this futon for like ages, ever since I had my minimalism phase back in like 2018. But essentially, I sleep here. I just flip it over. The reason I got it was because it's convenient. I can save a lot of space if I just fold it, and then I have a lot more room to move around. Whereas a bed is a fixed, how do I describe? A bed is a fixed shape, which is kind of permanent in your room. I guess my priorities were kind of different. As you can see, most of the room went to all of this and to this, but this has been a good futon to have. I will still keep it, especially if I plan to move out and I need an extra bed or something. And yeah, that kind of concludes my room tour. Everything from the bookshelf, the desk, drawer, other desk, clothes hanger, wardrobe. Alright, I guess I can talk about the lights as well. I have 3 lights. So we have the main light here, and we have the desk light, then we have the table light. No, that's the desk light and that's the table light. And these are all controlled via my smartphone, so I could change it if I really wanted to. Okay, so these are all controlled by my smartphone, so I can set like whatever mood or theme that I want going. I can play it again around music. Yeah, it really depends. But they're all LifeX lights, and I'd recommend it if you want some like controllable LEDs. I don't know if prices have changed, but they were about 60 a pop. So I spent around 180 on all of these 3. And yeah, that concludes the room tour. That's what my room looks like for now. I'll show you what the new one looks like in a bit. But yep, this is where I get all my stuff done and where I kind of stay for majority of my life, or where maybe not my whole life, but I've stayed here for majority of my senior high school life and early uni life. Yep, thanks for watching if you got to this point, and see you next time.